Here we go. Let's jump right in. Fourth quarter of Game 4 of the 2026 Western Conference semifinals. Once again, I'm wondering, is this LeBron's worst quarter so far? It might be, which is saying a lot, because I've said that the last 3 quarters. Anyway, what do you think? Tell me at the end of the video. Is this the worst one yet? Here we go. Well, that's a familiar sight. Ooh, he jumped. Shit, everybody. Let's celebrate the 41-year-old that jumped to absolutely no effect.
Caruso's on James. Shot clock at 4. LeBron inside. Rejected by Hartenstein.
Well, that's called a bailout. There's no foul there unless you're going to call the offensive foul on LeBron James. You ever wonder if he's having an inner monologue that shows that he's aware of the fact that he's getting bailed out, that the refs are cheating for him, that he has no bag, and the only thing he's been reduced to is body slamming defenders that are smaller than him? Which brings me to my claim that this is an offensive foul. While the announcers miseducate the people at home, LeBron James is engaging in dislodging, or at least an attempt to dislodge, because he's actually failing to dislodge Caruso. Here's what the NBA video rulebook has to say about it.
This is an example of an offensive foul for dislodging. The offensive player, Gorgui Dieng, initiates illegal contact that dislodges the post defender, Marcus Morris Sr., from his legally obtained spot. This is an offensive foul.
That's an offensive foul, but this isn't? Maybe the real difference is that the defender fell down, which brings us to the flopping epidemic in the NBA. If the only way you can get the refs to blow the whistle is to fall down, then people are going to start falling down. Or you could correct it by refs not allowing the dislodging in the first place. I don't see a foul by Caruso or Hartenstein here. They called it on Caruso, which gave him his 5th. I'm sorry, I know we barely started the 4th period, but I gotta go off on the flopping for a little bit longer because I just released in a rant in the members section comparing SGA's flopping to LeBron's flopping, and I concluded LeBron's is kind of worse because he acts like a tough guy and bulldozes people. They both fall down, but LeBron's a giant. Like, this is a bailout. He's only going to the free throw line because he was bailed out, and he is a giant. The guy they called the foul on was getting abused by a giant, but you know LeBron, he can't make the free throw. You take away LeBron's bully ball by calling the game correctly, and LeBron has nothing. That's embarrassing. I mean, at least SGA has some moves. How about this full arm extension right there? Not even mentioned. How about going to the bench with 5 fouls when you're the one who got fouled multiple times, and you know you just have to take it because the league invested in a fraud and they help him? It's interesting that people viewing this video are going to be divided in whether or not this is a good offensive strategy. Hey, draw the foul, you need to get to the free throw line, you need to get yourself going. But if you didn't actually draw a foul, it just means that you're expecting a bailout, which is pretty gross. And here's the other side of it. You've got 3 wide open Lakers. One of them is the top 3-point shooter in the league. Another one of them has been on a streak in the playoffs and shot 75% from the field in this game. Passing to one of them instead of shooting into the outstretched arms of Hartenstein seems like an actual basketball play. There is an alternative. There's playing basketball. Like, Jordan didn't initiate any contact with the defender there. Shot over him. By the way, Anthony Mason's 6'8". Here, Jordan actually does initiate some contact, and guess what? He gets whistled for it, and yet that looks like absolutely nothing compared to what today's offensive players get to do. And FYI, Candace Parker and Dwayne Wade are continuing to praise LeBron James for his illegal, unskilled basketball. I'm not going to make you listen to it. I just want you to know what's going on during the free throws. Is this just allowed now? This is the second time I've seen him do this in just this game.
Ball forever. There's a collision.
Oh, I remember this. I think I did a short on this when it happened live. And there's LeBron James pretending to be innocent right after doing something dirty. So Mitchell got sandwiched. You know how I always say LeBron James barely moves on defense? Well, when there's a chance to hurt somebody, he'll move a little bit. Take a minute to understand what you're seeing. LeBron James moves into the offensive player. Like, he cuts off AJ Mitchell's path He also rotates his body to protect himself while throwing his shoulder into Mitchell's head. And the announcers are quiet. Parker can't see it. Dwayne Wade can't see it. They got nothing to say about this when it's plain as day. What is this, dirty play number 47 that I've documented this season alone? LeBron James should be suspended. He should be removed from the league. He should probably be serving jail time. They called the foul on Marcus Smart, and believe it or not, that's an improvement. When I say that LeBron James is a manufactured star, you need to understand that there was a time where they would call the foul on the offensive player. In particular, I can remember the refs cheating the Miami Heat past the Chicago Bulls.
To go in the fourth.
Do you guys hear that? I didn't notice that the first time. That is the disgusting LeBron James cult. I'm not going to call them Laker fans. It's these weird, disgusting people that have infiltrated the arena saying, refs, you suck. Refs, you suck. You think that that was an unfair call? I mean, forget what I pointed out about LeBron James. Marcus Smart is mauling Mitchell between the two of them. It's just, what is wrong? If you live in LA and you go to Laker games, you need to take a look to your left and take a look to your right and be ashamed of the people that you're surrounded by.
To go in the fourth.
Right after that, no footwork James tries to guard McCain with his arms. McCain shrugs off LeBron fouling him and goes straight to the hoop. LeBron falls to the ground again. This is what I mean by fouling with his arms. Slow motion James overcommits to the left, tries to catch up to McCain, who's cutting, by sticking his right arm out and trying to restrain McCain from continuing forward with his arms. McCain just goes right through it. Look at the right arm of Lachit. I can't get over there on time, so let me just stick my arm out. That blown defense once again leaves Hachimura trying to make up for LeBron's mistake. That's 2 more points because of LeBron's defense. In the meantime, LeBron football player James is laying on the ground again, looking at the referee, expecting the refs to take the cheating for him to an even further level.
And you don't bring me flowers anymore.
In case I didn't make it clear, that is 2 more points as a direct result of shit defense James. Don't worry, LeBron, you can recover from being worthless on the defensive end by being worthless on the offensive end. By the way, does this work for you fanboys? Like, are you impressed when he leans in like that? Boy, I sure hope the ball goes in.
Of A.J. Mitchell.
So back to the refs can't resist when somebody falls down, or is it that the LA crowd was complaining enough that they were rewarded for whining? But look what they called Hartenstein for. That's crazy. Even Dwayne Wade had to disagree.
That's tough.
Just so we're clear, in case you fanboys are saying, oh, look, he's touching him. Let's understand that you're literally saying, look, he's touching him. It does not make Marcus Smart fall down, and no one trips him. Marcus Smart falls, they blow the whistle. Again, regarding the touching, go back and watch the first 3 periods that I've broken down. The Lakers are tripping, hip checking, shoulder checking on almost every screen that they set. But you're gonna take comfort in justifying this call with the fact that he put his hand on his hip. I'm not even sure what to say about this. It's like a jump, launch, shove combo. Anyway, LeBron finally scores on a smaller defender. Congratulations, LeBron. What an amazing period. What an amazing period for LeBron James. He had 9 points on 3 out of 4 shooting. Oh, no, that's Rui. Rui managed to have 2 more points than LeBron James while taking 2 less shots. 2 less shots to still end up with 2 more points.
Going left for that pull-up.
Crossover Mitchell. Into Hayes. Oh.
Thank God LeHelpful was there with that non-existent help defense.
The lineup and in the game.
Huh. That is an interesting technique on that moving screen. Remember, fanboys, you thought that was justified as a foul. LeBron just stepped in and threw an elbow here. Hey, no whistle, no foul. No one fell down. Jeez. God damn.
With them doing it.
Backing in once again, James. 3 to fire.
LeBron should retire just so we don't have to see basketball that ugly. Watch this. He travels in between traveling. Step, step, step. That foot is down before he dribbles again. Now the real traveling can begin. Okay, we're going to count these together. Remember, this is after he already traveled. 1, 2, 3. Drag. Hop with both feet. Turn that right foot and then bring the left foot over. God damn it. Just a little bit different. Dribble. Left leg comes down. Right foot remains the pivot foot. Rotate, jump. Hunchback's ugly game against the smaller defender is so bad I almost forgot to mention he also missed it. Anyway, let's move on from this atrocity.
James had it knocked away inside. Nice.
Did you see that? I think the Thunder have been watching my breakdowns because LeBron always likes to push off a smaller defender when he's underneath and get the lob thrown into him. But this time they were ready. LeBron gets the push off, but there's a defender there to knock it away. And look at LeBron.
I want to talk to the manager.
What a petulant child. Oh, it didn't go my way. Chase him down. You said you're the team leader. Chase him down. You said you left it all on the court. By the way, watch what LeBron does with his body here. Now that the media is suddenly waking up to flailing and flopping, and they're willing to call SGA out for it. How about that? Someone explain to me what exactly causes his body to do that. He's so embarrassing. God.
Go the other way.
Oh, Mitchell got a little too excited. That's pretty bad decision making, actually. I mean, look how open McCain is, trying to shoot over 2 defenders, one being a 7-footer. Now look at Marcus Smart. He barely got that ball in his hands, and he's already turning in ready to pass it because he knows who's down there. He knows who didn't get back.
Knocked away by Hayes. Other way, James.
It disgusts me to no end that the rest of the Lakers work their asses off to make up for LeBron James turning the ball over, and he gets rewarded. He gets rewarded for not getting back. He gets rewarded for being lazy.
Other way, James.
He doesn't have a shred of decency to understand that those 2 points are not something to be proud of, not something to walk around arrogantly after. And God, are they including this as transition points? There's no transition. He just stayed over there. So LeBron James is padding his stats with cherry pick layups and still came in behind Rui Hachimura. And guess what? Adding insult to injury, they attributed that turnover to Austin Reeves, not to LeBron James. It says bad pass turnover. Bad pass. It looks like it's exactly where it needs to be. Look at this. Right over Caruso's head, and it's in LeBron's hand. He's got to secure that shit. Don't leave it laying out there. I don't know about that one, man. I don't know about putting that on Reeves. You know what? If LeBron wasn't using his other arm to illegally push off, he could have both hands to secure the ball. Watch this body contortion. This is worth another laugh. I think we got to re-examine this scorecard between Rui and LeBron because it said LeBron had 1 turnover, and I thought that seemed like a little bit too few. I think we need to change that to 2 turnovers to Rui having 0. And being an old school guy with some decency and integrity, I would erase one of those field goals too. I'm not putting a cherry pick up there after you cost your team 2 points by turning it over at the other end and quitting. You know, Marcus Smart's the only Laker that had a worse shooting night than LeBron James, and I was surprised to see that. You know why? Because of this. Even on a bad box score night, Marcus Smart's passing the eye test compared to LeBron James. In fact, the entire Lakers roster is passing the eye test compared to LeBron James. Let's switch away from LeBron, where he's taking his observation nap over here, and look at what the Lakers are doing. I mean, it's not a great example. It didn't end well. They're not doing anything amazing, but you know what? They're moving. Oh boy. Okay, I'm going to be mean. There's a LeBron fan expecting twins, except men aren't supposed to have babies. Put the food down. How much did you spend to see your fraud king get swept? Shouldn't you be saving that money to feed the family you're about to bring into the world? Anyway, the abuse is misdirected. What I'm really mad about is the fact that the cameras switched to LeBron James and are talking about LeBron James during this timeout. And I know I ranted for so long, you guys probably forgot, but LeBron James just finished turning the ball over, not getting back on defense, and cherry picking. And before that, he missed a shot. And you're talking about him and not talking about the other Lakers? How? How does he deserve the spotlight? And look what they do next. Look what they put up on the screen. And this is becoming a recurring theme. Did anyone know this information or care? Did anyone know that Tim Duncan has the most playoff double-doubles? Nobody cares. There were 2,000 double-doubles in the regular season this year. Just stop finding excuses to put LeBron James on the screen and stop talking about cumulative stats. It does not equate to him being good for your team right now. And I'm going to do a long segment about that at the end. Let's finish the game breakdown, and then I'm really going to unleash.
Another milestone for a player that is number one in career playoff wins, games played, and points.
Absolutely nothing that he just said translates to LeBron James being good right now, good tonight, or who you want to have the ball in the hands of.
Run on that big three.
Damn. Fanboys, remember, as you see LeBron James throw that elbow, remember what you said was a foul. You guys think that's a foul, and you're going to turn around and defend this. Jeez, that's just a violent blow to the ribs. And look at the referee. You ever notice that LeBron's a one and done teammate? I mean, that's when he's a good enough teammate to contribute anything at all, such as a illegal screen. But after that illegal screen, he's done. He's done. And guess what's happening on the other side of the floor? Austin Reeves is running all around. The other Lakers are running around. Austin Reeves is in trouble. Gee, wish I had a teammate that was running around to get open and help me out. Austin Reeves just solves it on his own since LeBron's busy taking a nap and actually scores. Check this side-by-side out. A little different.
Give up, and they're not. Shot clock in one hand. He got it. He drilled it.
That was more impressive than anything LeBron James did the entire night, the entire game. Did you see this talked about on SportsCenter? Did you see this on the talk shows? No, all I see is excuses about why you got to get rid of Reeves. That, by the way, opened up the Lakers' lead to 5.
Reeves, who now has 25. High man for the Lakers. Hayes off the bench with 16. Smart with it here.
You guys know what this is, right? This pose, this standing there holding this pose instead of racing to try and help the team. This is the classic LeBron James. Hey, everybody, look, it's not my fault. I was standing here with my arms outstretched ready for the pass, but a teammate screwed up. You stood there the whole time, and your priority in an elimination game, when your teammate screws up instead of you for a change, is to just stand there and hold a pose. That's me basketball, not winning basketball. And it's a terrible excuse for all of these people watching at home. YouTube keeps sending me, trying to get me. YouTube is promoting these assholes and befriending these pro LeBron James children that have been raised improperly by watching LeBron James on television as their father figure. And now they're out here watching LeBron's bad example and ready to jump on the excuse train with him. I'm not wrong, fanboys, because I know you guys said, you want him to race down when he's 41 to try and chase down that block? You want him to try and make up for something when it was his teammates' fault? Yeah, I do. He's making $52 fucking million and holding the team hostage again. Do something. to the press conference and threw his team under the bus and told everyone that he led the team and that he left everything out on the court. So yeah, guess what? I want more than a I'm 41 fucking excuse.
I want to talk to the manager. I want to talk to the manager.
Dort is on James.
So I guess the key here is to fall down, because it's not that that isn't an illegal screen. It is, but why wasn't it an illegal screen throughout the rest of the game? No one knows when you're going to call anything, refs. Really, JJ? You thought that was unreasonable? You know, sometimes I even doubt myself. I have to go back and check the game clock. I'm like, are you reusing footage? Are you reusing footage from another play? Nope. Nope, I'm not.
Trundles his way into the paint and kicks it back, where Hachimura puts up a long two.
Great shot, Hachimura. But did Harlan say trundles his way in? All right, you see why I doubt myself. I'm like, he can't be standing like this many plays. Possibly, can he? Yep, he can. Guys, look at him. This is real time. This isn't slow motion. That's how long he is flat-footed and motionless. No wonder something goes wrong. So if we're going to talk about basketball IQ and just doing what needs to be done, I don't know how LeBron gets to drop his shoulders and act disgusted at the end of this. You can't blame Jackson Hayes for contesting that shot. Hachimura's playing D. Jackson Hayes tries to block it. What were you doing that was so important, LeBron, that you needed to leave Chet down there? I mean, if you're looking for an excuse, you'll find one, fanboys. You can blame his teammates if you want to. I just ask you, what was LeBron doing that was so important? I'm going to be conservative. I'm going to play it safe and not rack those 2 points up as a direct result of LeBron James. But what would you guys do? Like, what would you have changed about that? The person who was available was LeBron. The person who was doing nothing was LeBron. The person who could have prevented it was LeBron.
I want to talk to the manager.
Always been in the right places.
Man, look at this space. Look at the space still. What do you need, man?
Leading by 3 and trying to close the series. Reeves banging his body, feeding.
Again, the double standard. Reeves does this, so we don't hear about it again. But if LeBron had done it, we'd have seen the replay 8 more times that night and still be hearing about it today.
That was beautiful.
Gilgeous-Alexander with 30.
Yeah.
James.
Nobody finds it suspicious that we don't see a replay of this. I mean, it's a LeBron highlight since he dunked. We do not see another angle of this. He obviously just shoves the defender out of the way, which is an illegal move. So, LeBron, I'm taking these points away from you too. I mean, one of your baskets was a cherry pick at the rim. Another one is that BS next to the rim. And the announcers are going to make things even worse by miseducating the audience, by praising this.
Too big, too strong. That's what we call it. We call that weight room.
We call that weight room. That doesn't even make sense. You mean get in the weight room? That's not a real thing. That's not a basketball thing. And I know I'm old school, but look, they did not train you to shove people out of the way. They did not tell you, hey, lift weights so that you can shove people out of the way. Basketball is not a sport in which you're supposed to shove people out of the way. If you want to do that, play a different sport. That's an illegal move that they are now praising because it's all LeBron James has left. Cheating. Some more inspirational movement there. He's leading the team on defense with just his effort alone.
It's a 3 by Gilgeous-Alexander, and he sticks it.
This is astonishing. They called this on Dort. Watch this again. Are you kidding me? Can you imagine having that called on you? That is a great example that the team LeBron's team is facing has to be better than both his team and the refs. I mean, the Thunder just move on. How many bad calls have I already shown in this game? And they just, keep going. They keep playing through it. If it was Lakers or JJ Redick, they'd be throwing a hissy fit and be having a press conference about it after the game.
Yeah, that dance.
Reeves driving hard.
Well, let's just ignore that we heard that obnoxious that Reeves always does. That's still a more impressive shot than I've seen LeBron James make. Speaking of LeBron, he's still out here doing hip checks, illegal screens, uncalled. Remember what I said about one and done? Look, LeBron's gone. He's done.
Feet on the ground, which allows him to be able to make the pass, but also still get to his counters.
Mitchell, three, go!
12 of 18 from the field, 3-level score.
Hachimura, three, yes!
Wow, intense game. Both sides firing, shooting back and forth. I wonder what happens next.
Gilgeous-Alexander for two. Rebound, James.
Oh, no, Bronny.
Stop.
As much as I'd like to let that just run through, I have to stop for copyright. But look at him. You just screwed up royally. And what's he doing? Standing there limp-handed, flat-footed in the paint. Do you understand the devastation of that turnover? Hachimura hitting that three had the place erupting. The Thunder miss. Momentum is with the Lakers. They can go down and take the lead. Oh, no. He turned it over. And guess what? They score directly because of that turnover. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? LeBron James should be chased out of town for that alone. 1 1,000, 2 1,000, 3 1,000, 4 1,000, 5 1,000. I mean, that's just a side note. What's more important is this. LeBron, would you like to be aware of Chet? I mean, we've got Smart and Hachimura up on Shea. We've got Reeves. He's going to have to deal with Hartenstein. Chet's alone. Who's available to be guarding Chet? The guy who isn't. Chet just scored on you, LeBron. My God. You gave up the rebound and got scored on. Let's get some votes in the comments. Is this too harsh if I say you got to subtract points from the Lakers that potentially would have been scored if LeBron hadn't turned it over? You also have to blame him for the points that were scored by the Thunder because of that turnover. Add to that, he's the one that got scored on because of bad defense. And add to that, the loss of momentum, the backbreaker of that moment. That's the guy who's making demands in the off season while the rest of the team's getting thrown under the bus?
Holmgren with 12.
Oh, that's all.
Maybe the ref just couldn't see it. Anyway, LeBron doesn't want the ball. Hachimura, I guess, felt like he had to take that extremely difficult layup, but look at LeBron. Rui, I got some advice for you. In the future, don't attempt these basketball plays. Stand around, commit offensive fouls, cherry pick, don't play defense, and you'll get praised. And again, I swear I'm not raising footage. And I want you to take a look at this still frame, because what's LeBron doing? What's he so busy doing that he can't just cut the 7-footer off from getting into perfect scoring position before he gets there? And then that's as high as you can get off the ground, LeBron? What happened to all this, what he's doing at this age? You only can jump high when you have a wide open dunk? Come on. Wait a minute, LeBron just got scored on again? I could have sworn he just got scored on a minute ago. Oh, right, he did. But you know what, LeBron? You can make up for your bad defense with, well, never mind. You know what the team needs right now? A really, really ugly jump shot. Good grief. Oh, yeah, watch this. What's he doing? Is he trying to stop Hartenstein from getting the rebound? I stopped here to show everyone Hartenstein's hand is open. He's not grabbing LeBron. LeBron's grabbing him. Anyway, the unsung Hachimura saves LeBron's stationary ass. One and done, LeBron.
Holmgren comes out. The bump. The back pedal. The three. Got it.
LeBron had just taken the Lakers out of the game with his mistakes. Hachimura, with a 4-point play, brings them back in.
Mitchell's hand.
Oh, LeBron. Anyway, let's look at Smart. You guys remember Smart getting praise for that deflection? Bad tip, LeBron. But anyone remember Hachimura being praised for diving to the floor, because when LeBron did it for the first time in his entire career, everybody acted like it was the second coming of Christ.
Hayes up and no! Rebound Hartenstein!
What is he doing? Right now? Right now is when to be flat-footed and checking your armbands? Are you freaking kidding me? What's wrong with him?
Mitchell!
Hey, every Laker's across half court except for the leader. Anyway, Mitchell misses, and look at this great rebound by Hayes. Now, this reminds me of 2016. Hey, LeBron, just go get in the corner and get out of the way. But I have to pause this because he's in the corner doing nothing for so long. I'll get a copyright if I let it run through. Anyway, resuming now. There's LeBron still in the corner. Just get out of the way and let Marcus Smart save your ass. Dude, that was clutch. That was pretty impressive. It's actually astonishing to me, after everything I just showed you, all the mistakes LeBron James made, that the Lakers keep fighting back. Marcus Smart, they actually take the lead. Marcus Smart ties it up and manages to take the lead, and after all the mistakes LeBron's made, the broadcast cuts to him. Oh, let's show LeBron and talk about his greatness. Oh my God.
McCain is in, Dort is out. Gilgeous-Alexander with the ball. Blitzed, Hartenstein.
I feel like this should have been lobbed higher, or Chet needs to be more athletic, and then this play would be over and we wouldn't have to dissect it further.
Holmgren. James defends. The duck, the spin, the dunk.
As it is, we have to look at that isn't well-placed pass, but look at LeBron. LeBron's the one who left Chet, and now Chet just scores on him, despite LeBron's hands being all over him. Watch this. LeBron lands on him. Who else are you going to allow to do that? I think he's got a fistful of jersey. Not saying that I wanted them to call it, but anyone else going to get away with that? You can't do that to LeBron. Anyway, that put the Thunder up by 1. And don't worry, Laker fans. LeBron has the ball. What could go wrong?
James against Caruso for the lead. No.
It's important to understand that leading up to this play that JJ called for LeBron, LeBron's been missing everything. His teammates have been pulling miracles to get them back in the game. And JJ still puts it in LeBron's hands. And what's LeBron do after missing?
Slithers up court. Behind his back.
Hey, there's a Laker missing. What do you know? I'll let you guess who it is. The team leader.
Right here for the Lakers with LeBron getting down to a strong hand, getting a floater up there. Yeah.
Look where that ball is hitting the glass. That is a terrible shot. Now listen to Dwayne Wade try to defend it.
It was contested, but you're talking about the #1 scorer all time. It was contested, but you're talking about the #1 scorer all time in the history of the game. You want him shooting this shot, just didn't fall for him.
Let's think about Dwayne Wade's excuse like this. I'm old enough that I can use myself in this example. Let's say I roll out to the court. Everyone else is younger than me, but because I've been around longer and I've been playing longer, I can claim I've scored more points than the people there. Therefore, I must be the best. I've scored the most points. I must be the best player there. I'm obviously who you want taking the last shot because I've scored more points than everyone else cumulatively. I mean, that's pretty stupid, right? That doesn't make me the best player there. Doesn't make me the most clutch player there. Doesn't make me the person who should have the ball in his hands at the end of the game. And if something goes wrong, guess what? I'm going to talk about my age. Well, with that missed shot, the Lakers are forced to foul just to stop the clock. Shea makes both free throws. LeBron looks defeated. Coach of the year puts a guy who hasn't played at all in all of a sudden. It's not just who he put in. It's who he took out. Like, he took the Lakers' best performer of the game out. Oh, and there's LeBron being real important on that play. And he's leaving already.
Don't understand why Rui is not on the floor in that possession. Don't understand why Rui is not on the floor in that possession.
I think Candace and I are both a little puzzled of why Rui wasn't on the floor at that time.
And Kleba has not played the entire game, but a guy that has hit 4 of 8, the most threes in the game, not in the game.
If JJ wasn't under LeBron's protection, he would have been fired his first year. And 5 more times this year. And more free throws for the Thunder. Things are getting pretty out of reach at this point, but hey, let's throw it down the court. Maybe LeBron can get a miracle shot. Oh no, LeBron can't even be bothered to jump very high. Do you want that ball, or do you not really care? Jeez. And then Marcus Smart has to screw up his shooting percentage even worse. That is the end, folks. Let's do a performance review, shall we? What do you think, LeBron? Step into my office. I don't know, this is a really long video. The performance review might have to be separate. What did you guys think about this breakdown? Let me know in the comments.